Hello everyone, so today we're going to be actually finishing up our attack method at the very least. We might also get into our block methods and so forth. So, define attack. Also, by the way, because I'm scatterbrained, we're going to actually define block above damage because it's going to make more sense, and I'll explain why later when we get to it. But yeah, anyways, so attack. Attack is going to return the amount of damage that it does, and the damage is equal to this number right here. Which is probably like too overpowered. All these characters are probably way too overpowered. Anyways, we're actually going to wrap the damage into an if statement. And we're going to say, before the if statement actually, damage is equal to 0. And then then we're going to make a thing called rand int, and it's going to be equal to random dot rand int, like that. And we're going to say if rand int is divisible by 10 and rand int is divisible by 2, so it's even, which, never mind, that's retarded because it's obvious. We'll actually say it's divisible by 3, so that would be 30, that would be 60 and 90, so they got 3 in 100 chance, which sounds terrible. Oh, yeah, actually, up here we'll do 0 and 100, so we have our ranges. Say divisible by 4, so we have 40, 80, no. We'll go down to it's divisible by, I don't know, let's actually get rid of the 10, say 5, and then we'll say it's also even. So, and rand int is divisible by 2. Then we want to do that. And then we return damage. And we'll also say print attack successful, just so we know what it's doing. And then we can do the chris.damage.curtAttack thing right there. We'll also get rid of this, and 1 second gotta throw the cat into like a pile of food. Alright, there we go. Now the cat found out what it wants, and it's going to not interrupt the videos anymore. Yay! Anyways, so we'll create our 2 characters right here, and let's also do curt.damage. So Curt is taking a damage from, he's taking damage, not a damage, from Chris. So Chris.attack that, Curt.attack Chris, and we have some random chance here to actually successfully do this. Now, other than that, I think we can test our attack, and then we'll make our block. So I gotta save it, and for some reason goes and didn't say anything. Interesting. Oh, that means both of the attacks failed. So we can keep pressing F5, and no, as no attribute rand int. So hold on, I have a spelling error. Alright, found out what it is. Lowercase I. Alright, let's run it this time. And we get Chris lost 0 health. Curt has lost 0 health. So both of them missed, because they're noobs. Oh, and they missed again. So we're seeing here that we are very bad at math, and that we have like a near 0% chance of this actually working out. So let's just see if it's divisible by 5, so that they have a chance to actually attack someone, which they are still not doing. Oh, we have a hit. So Curt has lost 0 health. Attack successful. Curt has lost 7 health. That's a big blow from a big guy. Chris, you are a big guy. Anyways, so our attack method now works. Awesome. So let's make our block method. So we're actually going to call our block method in here, which is why oops. So we're going to say block is equal to self.block method, and then we're going to say damage minus block. So that way, whatever is returned by the amount of damage blocked, then damage is completely, or is partially or totally negated. So we'll go down and we'll start to define this. So block is going to take self and nothing else, and we'll say it's also going to make a random int. So we'll say rand int is equal to random dot rand int 0 100. And oops. Now we'll say if randint actually we got to do something else later on, but we'll get to that later. So if randint is divisible by, so let's actually work out the math on this one. So if it's divisible by 5, we have a good portion of things right there. So we have 20% chance if it's divisible by 5, and then half of that. So we have a 10% chance of blocking if we are at randint is divisible by 5 and randint is divisible by 2. And we'll say return self.level by half times 1.5 divided by 3. So whatever the hell that comes out to. But now we have to go down here and we have to make sure, also let's make this an integer, because floats could potentially mess things up. We don't want to make this too complicated. What we have to do is make sure that this is never going to become a negative, because if it does become a negative, then we have an issue here. So we have to do something else. We'll remove damage and block here, go up and say if is less than 0, then damage, we're going to say damage is equal to 0, and then we'll say minus equals damage, else damage is equal to damage minus block. So that way they're not just adding health by blocking, because that would be insane. If someone had like a major shield and was just like block, 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 they'd also be gaining health, which would be terrible and would make them as powerful as like the paladins in World of Warcraft when like Cataclysm first came out, because you could do so much with them. I am such a nerd. Anyways, so let's actually just make a for loop right here. We'll say for x in range of 100, so we'll do this 100 times. We're going to have all that happen. And yeah, so let's save, run. Well, we have a problem here. So unsupported operand types for int and none type. So we have a problem, and that's that we're only returning something if something is true. So we have to make sure that it's always returning something. And so if this isn't true, it will return 0. And we don't have to say else right here, because it will not return at all if this is false. And then if it does return because it's true, it will never get to this return 0 anyways. However, if you want to, for readability, you can also put in the else statement like that. Then run, and we get this. So we still need to fix some stuff here because, as you can see, they died a very long time ago and yet they're still attacking people. So Kurt lost 0 health, Chris lost 0 health. Chris got the first successful attack. I lost 7 health. No one loses life again until Chris loses 4. No one loses life for a while. Chris lost 4 again. Go down. Chris lost 4 again. Chris died. And then... oh, Kurt died out of the blue. How much health do I have? I just die at like 4? Lost 0 health, lost 0 health. So... Kurt has lost... oh, okay. So it didn't even tell me how much I lost right here, but apparently he just like critted me after he was dead. So Chris is too OP. Anyways, we're going to fix that in the next video so that it will actually stop after someone dies in the that for loop right there, which we will call like combat or whatever. And then yeah, we'll also clean it up so that when someone is attacked and they die, that it still returns how much damage they died by. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you would like to see future videos, subscribe, all that junk. I'll see you guys later. Bye.